Hi, this is Christina. So I wanted to talk about this program a little bit. And one thing that I've kind of wanted to intentionally leave out, it just kind of got left out. And that's about being ready. And what I mean by ready is you not only have to be ready to give this stuff away, but you also have to be willing to be open to the messages that are going to be sent to you. And I can't say this strong enough. You not only have to be open, but you have to be looking. You have to be willing to put this time in. This is not a, let me just do it and the stuff is going to be going away or coming back. These messages are going to come, and they're going to come rapidly at you. Maybe, they're going to come pretty rapid. I've never had it where it doesn't come as quick as I would, as quick as I put it out there almost. I mean, I gone to bed and had dreams about it. That's how strong it gets and how fast they come. So I just wanted to put this out as a word of thoughts, and if you're not sure if you're ready, choose easy subjects. Choose easy topics. Don't start out with something like weight loss if that's going to be a tender subject, like it is for me. I mean, weight loss is definitely something that I struggle with, and the whole thing around weight is a complicated issue for me. So I would say choose something that is not going to be hard for you to read right away. Start it that way. Go simple, because can be very emotional. It can be almost exhausting. I mean, there's times that I've done it and I need to go lay down. And like I said, if you don't have someone that you're free to talk to about it, videotape it. Talk about it on video. Just look at it as a friend. Put yourself right there and videotape it. Talk in front of a mirror, maybe write it down, journal about it. Just be okay. Even if you don't, I've had people say, oh, I couldn't journal if I wanted to. I'm not a writer. You can doodle a picture over it. It doesn't matter. It's yours. You're not going to be sharing this with anybody necessarily. It's yours. So again, but be really ready and really let your universe know that you're open, that you want these messages, and that you're going to be listening. But make sure that what you're listening to isn't something you just want to hear. I always think of it as the magic 8-ball. You get that magic 8-ball, you remember it gives you an answer, and I remember relying on it so heavily. And not really, but you get it and you say, oh, am I going to find my boyfriend? And and it would say, you are, or you aren't. And I would take, it's not that you take it seriously, but you would look at it and say, if it's not your answer, you check it again until you get your answer. We're not looking at that magic 8-ball. We're looking at true symbols. We're looking at true things. And be honest with yourself when you do this. No one's listening. No one's going to care. So, like, if you're talking about a relationship, should you keep a relationship? You're choosing a big, bold idea like that. Be really honest about the compare and contrast. Nobody cares again. Don't say, oh, he's the love of my life. He's perfect. He's beautiful. Really let yourself run through these courses. If you find 20 things positive, only one thing negative, and you really feel that's honest, so be it. But if you find 50 things negative and one thing positive, so be that too. It's okay. That doesn't mean anything. Maybe that day you just happen to be kind of negative. Maybe that day you happen to be super happy. And don't wait for days that you're emotionally done in to do it. Don't come home from work when you've had a terrible day at work and decide to work on your relationship. If you've had a bad day at work and you want to come home and release that day at work, absolutely, that would be perfect. But use appropriate times. It doesn't have to be at night. I can do it anytime. Sometimes I do it on a walk. Sometimes I'll be in the car and everybody's quiet and I'll just think about it for a little bit. So it's open. It's available anytime you want. Like I said, you need to be open. You need to be honest. And you need to be ready for what the universe tells you. And you need to, like that magic 8-ball, don't look for things you want to see. Look for things that are honest with you. I remember a long time ago when I was having my second child, and I had a boyfriend at the time. And I remember, I kept seeing, and, I was pregnant with his child, and he happened to be from Ohio. And I kept praying to God, oh, please tell me, is this going to work? Because he had gone back to Ohio. It's a long story. But anyway, so, everywhere I looked, I saw license plates from where he was from. These license plates. And, I took that as, oh, we're going to be together forever. We're going to be together forever. When actually, probably the message was, you need to say goodbye to Lorain, Ohio. You need to let that go. And that's why it was on a car, and that's why they're driving away, maybe. I don't know. I remember another, I don't know why I'm on a boyfriend kick right now, but I had another boyfriend a while ago that it was really pretty serious. I thought this was maybe the one. And I ended it with him, and I kept hearing this song, and every time I heard the song, he would call. And I think the universe was probably contacting me, and I took it as, oh, we're going to get back together, we're going to get back together. But every time we got back together, the pain he installed continued on. And eventually I figured out that song was not telling me he's going to call and was not encouraging me to get that phone call. It was reminding me when he does call of the hurt that I felt and the pain that ensued in this relationship, and to maybe not enter back into it. So, and I'm just using this as examples. The universe is going to send you these messages, and they might be kind of weird. But, and you can take them however you want, but be real about them. Like I said, with these two boyfriends, had I been really real about the relationship, I would have known they weren't, going to work. And these were messages to let them go. There's the license plate from Lorain, Ohio, and it's driving away from you, not coming towards you, so it's going to go. Time to let it go. That was the message, The song was set because it was an emotional trigger to remind me how much pain I was in from this relationship, how much pain, how much we didn't get along, how horrible it was every time we had to, when we get back together, it didn't last, and the pain of breaking up was painful. And I did start, every time I heard that song, I would just say, hey, goodbye, thank you. So, and the messages don't necessarily come like that, but they can. They absolutely can. And, they can come in different ways. So just be open. Start looking around for them, maybe. Start spending some time saying, let me see what's out there. What's going on? Start maybe, looking for the topic and just see if you see some new information. Maybe pick up your favorite book. Maybe, call a friend, call your mom, just start talking to them. You might be surprised at the information being given to you by who or by what or whatever. So anyway, that's all on this topic. So I wish you all luck. And if you have any questions, please leave a message just leave a message down below, and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you.